Every time I would say something, just in conversation or whatever, you'd always pull out one of your Dutchisms. Well, you want to be a wrestler. Or I would say something, or you would ask me a question, I'd give you an answer, just a plain vanilla answer. You know, we ain't got to get hot about it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, this guy really thinks I'm mad, and I didn't say nothing. I use that to this day.
Yeah.
We used to ride down the road.
You texted me that yesterday. Well, you don't have to get hot about it.
Yeah, well, hell, it looked like you were texting a little aggressively back at me. We had so much fun traveling down the road. Well, I did. I mean, you might have been bored.
No, I did. I had a great time. I really did.
But we were riding down the road, and that's what, you know, I know a lot of the guys these days are doing tour buses. And I would like to maybe have gotten into a tour bus maybe towards the back end of my career. Maybe I would have held on for another year or two. But we would ride down the road in that Memphis territory and tell stories and talk about the business and talk about the matches, about psychology. I'd ask you why you did this, what for, when, why. It was all about learning the business and just talking about it.
Well, in my book, I talk about how I learned the business, and it was riding with guys who'd been there before.
Right.
I would get in the car, and with 3 veterans, they'd been in business 10 years, 15 years, and I'd be the driver.
Right.
And they'd start drinking beer after the matches were over.
Right.
And I give them, especially in summer, the windows were down, and, you know, we'd all, you know, sweat. And when you drank that beer, it'd start hitting them.
Yeah.
And then I'd ask one of them, hey, did you see my match? And they said, yeah. And then they start talking to me. Actually, my schooling started at about 11:30 every night.
Right.
And it would last from an hour to an hour and a half.
Right.
Then they start telling stories. And I said, and that's where I learned the history of pro wrestling, is listening to them.
Who were some of the guys that were maybe influential in your psychology or your work style in the ring? Obviously, you were Dutch Mantel in the ring, but who helped inspire that, or how'd you come up with your style?
One of the first guys who ever really became one of my mentors was the Assassin #1, Tom Renesto, and then Jody Hamilton. But Tom much more than Jody, because I would ride with Tom.
Right.
And he would talk, and he'd tell me all these stories. Of course, through the years, I can't even remember all the old-timers that told me this story here and this story here. And then I would learn about... See, when I tell guys now, when I started out, we talk about the WWE, the only game in town now.
Right.
And you know, they're massive. It's just unbelievable how big they are.
Damn
but
right.
Back when I started, they were 34 different companies you could work for.
Yeah.
If you were out of work, it was because you just didn't want to work, or you were just horrible.
Right.
You could only be halfway proficient,
Yeah.
and still you could go and, you know, you could work. You know, when you start naming them, you know. I remember one time when I first realized how far I could go or how much I could travel. I was in, like, Georgia, started in Georgia, and the guy had liked me, and he said, hey, when you get ready to move, tell me, and I'll get you in L.A. And I went, I didn't know they had wrestling in L.A. I didn't know. I just thought it was like Mid-Atlantic and Georgia is all I knew.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you didn't get that on television, how would you know?
Right. And I said, what do you mean? He said, I'll just call the guy. I even forgot his name, Mike LaBelle or somebody in L.A. I said, I'll call him, and all I got to do is say you want to come out there and you work out there. I said, I can go to California? He said, yeah. He said, I can even get you booked across the country, and you can work your way to California. And I went, you got to be kidding me. See, I didn't know how. I had to learn the business.
Right.
I didn't know. Nobody actually sat down and said, this is the way it works. It was on-the-job training.